Hello everyone, welcome once again to another video of Color Stack powered by Slidescope. And in this video we are discussing about our school ERP that we have developed for institutes. And in this school ERP, the version that we are testing right now is 1.4 or demonstrating right now is 1.4. Here you can see that in the dashboard you will see the total fees collected for the given financial year, how many students you have, if there is any pending request. You will also see graphical data of monthly fees that has been collected in this financial year. From here you can manage your staff and students. As you can see, currently there is no staff. We can add a staff. So let's say we are adding a staff. Let's say we are adding a teacher here, and their phone number, their qualification, whatever they teach. This email ID is very important because on the basis of this email ID and password, a, a particular account will be created for the teachers or other staff members, and teachers and students will be able to log in via separate screens, and then they can perform their own operations. So a staff has been added. We can now view staff. You can see. So similarly, you can add all the teachers, all the staff members in your school. After adding your staff, you have to map class to a teacher. So first thing that you have to make sure that you have added classes in your school management system. So from here you can write a class name and you can add it to your school. So as you can see, class 1, class 2 and class 3 have also been added. They have been already added here, and hence we can go and map class teacher. So right now we created one teacher, we have the class, and we also have the sections. So Rachna Shri will now be a class teacher for class number 1, and you can add this mapping. When this mapping is done, you can see those mappings, and later if you want to check, you can simply edit these mappings, and you can, after editing these mappings, you can again view class teacher map and see the results. Now you also have students. So here we have done added some students in this version 1.4. The features that schools are going to get are transport management, hostel management, and class and fees management. So if your school provides transport services like buses or any type of other transport, it provides services to drop students to their specific routes or stops or locations. So you can manage them through transport. If your school has hostel, you can manage them through hostels, and if your school has class, so you can manage them through class. So what we are going to do is we are going to log out, and we are going to create a new school account here, and so that we start from scratch. So let's say we are starting a new school account, and we are calling it Slidescope Bal School or Bal Vidyalaya. So this is the name of a school. Some phone, some email. Remember, you have to provide your exact email so that you will receive all the test accounts, so that you can receive all the account activation email on your exact email. So we are registering with an existing email, and we are writing test password. Or what you have to make sure is your password should be very strong, so that obviously a strong password is always secure. and then you can register your account here. Once you have registered, you will get an email. Obviously we have disabled email in the testing mode, and now we can log in. Here is the important thing while logging into your school. If you want to manage financial accounting of 2023, you have to log in the financial year 2023, 2022 or 2024, whatever financial year you have managing, you have to log in into that. You have to make sure that all the financial accounting of 2023 will be finished, then only financial accounting of 2024 will start. Okay, and just after this 2025 will also be added. So this is something that you have to manage. If you are a school owner and you need any type of demo, if you need any type of clarification regarding these things, then you can connect with us. Our team will help you in understanding all of this. So let's say we are managing everything for 2023, that is the previous year, and now we are logging in. So now we are inside our school here. Financial year is 23. Currently, this app is in testing mode. I will provide the URL in the description so that you can go there and test yourself. The first important thing that you have to do is make sure your financial year start month is selected properly. So by default, we have selected the year start month as April. If in your case the year starts with any other month, you can select that. So you should ask your accountant about this particular thing. And if you are not sure, if you just want to analyze things and you just use this for evaluation purpose, so you can leave it as April, which is default. You can set up your phone number, your school name, whatever you will mention here will be displayed on your receipt and everything. From here you can set notice and heading. For example, today is Gandhi Jayanti holiday or whatever. So whenever a student is added in your system or school, so that student will receive this notification in the alerts column. So this is important thing for schools. Now from here you can go. Now here are the steps that you have to do. The first thing that you have to do is you have to add class. So because when you imagine a school is not you know possible without class and staff. So first we are adding classes here. For example, nursery, we'll enter that. This is optional detail that you can add with your class. So we are adding nursery, LKG, UKG, first. So we have added four class. Let's say four class. So these four class are there in our year 2023 when we started our school. So these four classes were there. Now we will add some staff. We already added one staff, but let's add once more. It was in the previous school. So this staff is a teacher, and staff qualification, what subjects this teacher teaches, and again some kind of test email we are using. Obviously this email will be the actual email of the teacher that you are going to add and enter. So this way you will be able to add a staff in your school. Okay, and here you can view staff. Similarly, suppose you want to add more teachers here, you can add. You want to add principal, you want to add HOD, you want to add dean, or let's say accountant or receptionist. So all those options will be available, so you can add them. Now once you have added the staff, you can obviously edit them also. So let's say their phone number changed or their qualification changed, you want to set new password, so you can do it from here. So this is a staff management. And you have added class, so as we discussed earlier, you can map class to teacher also. So let's say Rachna Shri is teacher of nursery section A, and this mapping has been done. So this way Rachna Shri is now teacher of nursery section A. And if you want to edit this, you can edit as well. Now we will view students. Right now we don't have any students, so it is important how you are adding them. So a student name is, let's say, Akash. Gender you can select. So let's say Akash class. This particular student I am adding as Akash class. Whatever surname is there, you can add their roll number, their registration number. This will be a unique registration number given to every student from your school. Their class, their section. So you saw we added nursery A. In nursery A we added a class teacher, and now in nursery A we are putting students. Okay, what is the date of birth of this student? So let's say we will say 2019. Their phone number, their religion. So if you want to select any particular religion, because in most of the schools for which we have developed these ERPs, religion, caste, this type of things are asked. So whatever suits that student or whatever details are applicable to that student, you can add them. This is important, their admission date. Since we are managing 2023, so the admission date will be April 2023 in RPA, or whenever this student takes admission in your school. So this is very important. And now Akash class at test.com. So remember, whenever you are using this email, make sure you are using the correct email, because with the help of SMTP mailing, uh, their details will be sent to their email ID. So you have to make sure. I am currently using a password as a student. So this is what we can do. Their parent detail, their status. Now suppose a student uh, is not a part of your school anymore. So you will be issuing TC, that is transfer certificate, or you will, so the student has left and TC is not issued, you will select this. Student has not left, active. A student has left and TC has been issued, this. Okay, most of the schools after clearing all the dues issue a TC. So, and there can be any number of, you know, cases for which you can issue a TC. So this is a simple step. Now we'll simply create the student. Student has been added, and now we will view the students. Okay, so this is a simple dashboard for this student, that this student Akash belongs to nursery has been added. Okay, and this search actually combines all the fields, whether you want to search student name, their parent name, their phone number. Let's say 34, so 34, their phone numbers, it will come. So similarly you can add many more students, and you can test their different type of parameters from here. Let's add another student, and this is Cheteshwar Hostel. So Akash class Cheteshwar Hostel, because I'm just adding this because I will add this student in a hostel. That means this student will take a hostel. So just for testing we are doing this. Registration number is N2, class is same, student date of birth is something. Obviously this is something that you have to ask the student their phone number. So now two students have been added, and now you can view student. So this way you can add, and let's say we want to find out 1 2 3 4, right? So if you will type 1 2, only this student will come. You will type 3 4 5, only this student will. On the basis of their phone number, registration number, let's say and 2, only this student will come. So this is what you can do. And from here you can add this student to a hostel or a transport route. Okay, but before that you have created classes, you have to add a transport route, and you have to add a hostel. So let's add a hostel first. In hostel, let's say hostel name is NTA hostel, and we have added. Now once you have added a hostel, obviously it's active. One is always, yes, it is active. Sometimes some hostels become inactive, so you can mark them as inactive in that particular year. So you can do that. Now you will go for fees setup. So we have developed this application after, because we had an offline application, and that offline application was already running in many schools. So we received most of their requirements throughout 10 years. So for those 10 years, whatever requirement were there, we have added them. And you can, so this is the requirement that if your hostel takes different fees for different months, so you can set up that. So let's say my hostel takes same fees for all months. Let's say it takes 1000. In my case, it's rupees. Um, if you are managing from a different country, so whatever currency you have, and by the way, you can set up your currency code here. So this will be valid throughout your session. Okay, so you can set up your currency code. So I am adding 1000 rupees. Select mass update and then click update. Okay, so this will update my entire currency. So for all months my hostel fees is 1000. So if your hostel takes 1000 rupees per month, so you can do that. Let's say your hostel takes 20,000 rupees per year. So you can divide that amount per month and simply add it here. Okay, let's say your hostel takes 24,000 rupees per year. So 2000 rupees is that amount which is coming monthly. So you can put that. So we have developed so that every hostel can manage this. Okay. In some hostels, they told us that for June or July, they don't want hostel fees. So in June, we will make sure the fees is 0. So because in June there is holiday and they don't want hostel fees. So whatever schools don't charge any money for June, this. So this way that a student will not be charged for this month. So it totally depends how you want to manage your hostel. And now you can view your hostels. Okay. Let's add another hostel, KSR, and do the same for this. So let's say NTA hostel is without AC and all. KSR hostel has AC. So we are going to set up fees. So its fees is higher than NTA. We'll update, or let's say that one is girls hostel, this is boys hostel, or something like that. So you can add different hostels. So KSR hostel and NTA hostel is now added. Now this way we have added the hostels, and now we will go to transport route. So here first of all you have to manage the parent route starting point, which is always the school, and end point we are using Hazratganj as a reference. This is an area, and active. So it will start from school and it will go up to Hazard. Whatever is your stop point, you can manage that and you can click submit. So this becomes school to Hazard. Let's say school to BKT. BKT is Bakshi Ka Talab, one area in Lucknow. So active, we have added. So from school to BKT. Now we have added two route points. Okay. And now we can simply go and manage parent routes. If you want to edit, you can edit them. Now you have to add stops. So your parent route is school to Hazratganj and stop is Mahanagar. You will add. Okay. So from Mahanagar, this is one stop. And the second stop is Nishadganj. Active. Add route. So now there are two stops in school to Hazratganj and school to Mahanagar. Here is a simple thing. If your school takes only one fees for all the stops, let's say no matter wherever the student stops, your school takes one fees for the entire stop for 1 month. So in that case, you can just add start and stop. You can just add one route stop here. If your school takes different fees, because some schools do that, if the student stops at Mahanagar, they will charge a different fee. If the student stops at Nishadganj, they will charge a different fee. So this is something that you have to decide. If your school takes one fee, just add one route stop and then do the fee setup. If it is different, you can do the different fee setup. So we are now going to do fee setup for Mahanagar. Let's say for Mahanagar the fees is 110 rupee for all months, and for Nishadganj it is 160 rupees for all. So this way we have added them and now we have the fee setup. So make sure whenever you are adding a hostel, you are doing their fees setup and all the fees are there. If you are adding a stop in your transport route, make sure that it is there. Now I will add one more student and this student will go to Mahanagar. So Dinesh Mahanagar. So this student will stop at this particular route point. So that's why I have added them. Let's say female. Roll number 3 and 3. Their class I'm keeping the same. Their birthday 2020, student phone, religion, caste, admission date, obviously it will be 2023, and Dinesh Maha at test. Their parent detail create. So now 3 students have been added. Why I have added 3 students? Because I will Akash will only study in class. Like Akash will only pay class fee. Cheteshwar will pay class fee and hostel fee, and Dinesh will pay class fee and the route fee. Okay. So now we are going to do the class fee setup, which is the second most important thing. From here you are going to manage the fees heads. So you have to understand this very carefully, that admission fee, let's say your one fee head is admission fee. Remember, we are doing it for 2023. Let's say this all happened last year. Whether admission fee is same or different for all months. For example, if your admission fee, so some, let's say this is Jan, Feb, March, April, etc. So if your school only takes admission fee in April month, let's say, because that's when students take a, admission. Let's say it takes 400 rupees in only April, and in May, June, July, it does not take that. Okay, so in that case, you can select different. But if your school takes that fee every month, okay, let me give you an example. So this is how you are going to get the CSV. So here you can see admission fee charged by this school for this financial year is only for April month. So they are putting 1000 here. Tuition fee is something they are charging for all the months, and computer fee is something they are charging for all the months. Examination fee is also something that school charge only once or twice a year. So admission fee is different for all the months, because here it is 0, here it is 1000. Tuition fee is same for all the months. So that's the setup that we have. So if admission fee in your case is charged for all the months, you can do same. Otherwise you can do different, create. Tuition fee, if it's same or different, so it is same for this school. And computer fee is same and different, so same for all the months. Okay, this is there. Now since we are doing computer fee, so you have to understand that suppose in one school, because this is a nursery class, okay, you don't teach computer, there you can mention 0 for all the months. Okay, so this is how you have to manage it. So these heads will be applicable to your school now, all the classes of your school. Whether or not you charge it for a particular month, it's your choice. Okay. Now, after you have added the heads, you can do fee setup. So your heads are confirmed, your classes are confirmed, and go to fee setup, and you have to confirm that you have added all the heads for this financial year, all the classes for this financial year, then only confirm this. So make sure with your financial accounting team, every team, that you have added that. So because in the last 10 years, with whatever schools we have worked, once their heads and class fee is logged, or kind of finalized, then they cannot change that for that financial year. Hostel fee and transport fee is something that can be changed, because it depends upon other factors. But this is something that will be changed in the next financial year only. And if you have some different kind of requirements, do let us know. So we can customize. So we will confirm, and now once you will confirm, you will see. Okay. And now for your 12 months, 3 classes, you have this fee. Sometimes the management of this is a bit frustrating, but so that you have to now go and fill the fee every time. So what we have done is we have done export fee and import fee option. So you will be able to export the fees from here in a CSV file, fill it, and then import it. So this is something your team will be able to do for you. So I will export this, and this is the exported file. As I said, in nursery we don't take any fee for, like, we take only 1000 rupees for admission and this in this. So now you will just fill this, and this is where our team can also help you. If you need to fill this data, our team can help you. You can just give us a list, and as a, if you are, buying subscription of our school management system, so we'll be able to help you, or your staff will be able to do it, because this is something that you have to do only once a year, so before your session is starting. So this is very important. So after pausing the video, I have filled these, and I have filled all of these. Okay, so because this school only takes admission fee in the April month and not again. Other fees it takes differently. In nursery, they don't charge any computer fee. They only charge zero. So you have to mention zero. So that's it. Now, after saving this file, you have to upload this file. So once you have done this in your Excel or whatever tool you use for managing CSV files, after making these changes, you will just upload it. So with the help of this upload button, I am uploading it, and now you can see all the rows are updated. This is just for reference, that if in any row you are getting any difficulty, so you can copy that row ID and tell us, so that we can adjust. Now you can see the entire set. So you can see all the fees, everything is now updated. So once this is done, your transport is set up, your hostel is set up, everything is set up. Now, so we have added students and set up our entire school for the financial year 2023. In this part, we have learned how to do that. In the next part, we will learn how to take more fees, like how to take route fee, how to take hostel fee, how to take class fee, and we will also discuss how to add a student to a particular route stop, how to add a student to a hostel. How to manage all of that will be discussed in the next part of this video series. So please subscribe to our channel and click the link given in the description to try this demo. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.